The sound coming out of that side exhaust was a symphony for me. And I was hooked. I mean, really hooked. I'm Lorne and this is my Ford story. My relationship with Ford began when I was 10 years old, and my dad, who had previously been a Buick man, drove home with his dream car, a 1956 Continental Mark II, as a used car. I was taken by the car, but it was just our family car. Could have been our station wagon. We went everywhere in that car for 10 years. Eventually it rusted out, as all cars do up in Canada, and it sat derelict in a barn he had for another many, many decades. Prior to his 89th birthday, we'd often talked about that car and how he missed it. So I snuck it out of the barn and I did a 2-year body off restoration. Needless to say, the car, as valuable as it is, not worth 2.5 years and all the money to do a body off. But when I brought it up to his house, he burst into tears. And it just was a really touching moment for the two of us. And when he comes by my showroom, it's the only car he wants to see. Nothing else impresses him. And it is, to this day, my first Ford. Financially, I became, fortunately, successful. And now I was ready to chase my dream car. I found what I consider the triple threat of Cobras in Georgia through Chuck Gutke. This car was a competition car, one of approximately 18. The second part of the triple threat is it was in one of the 3 cars in the Elvis Presley movie Spin Out. And the third element of the triple threat, making it the only car to have the triple threat, it was on the Cobra Caravan. The car has been restored twice. Chuck restored it. It took about 2.5 years back then. And it is just the culmination of a dream. I've been fortunate to be able to buy and sell many other cars, many other brands, but the one car that sits at the foremost point in my shop, in my display, is my 427 Comp car. The most magnificent car, in my view, ever built. I'm confident I would be a great brand ambassador for the Ford GT. Since 1990, Ferrari has allowed me to purchase their supercars, knowing, one, I'm a good brand ambassador. They know they can count on me worldwide to display the car when they want it, to ship the car wherever they want it, and to do charitable events as they require. They know I would never John Cena the car, and they've always allowed me first pick of any Ferrari. I believe, as a Ford GT potential owner, that with the Ford dealer selected, he would be a phone call away from needing that car for any worthwhile, worthy project of his choice. My selfish reason for wanting to acquire the Ford GT is to be able to run at the weekly open track events at Bossport. My driving abilities have improved, and I want to see if I can really push that car to its limit. If I'm successful in acquiring the Ford GT, my dealer would know he would have 24-hour access to that car for any worthy cause that he deemed reasonable. I'm Lorne, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my Ford story.